And so it came to pass in the ancient city of Jerusalem that the people grew disturbed by the presence of an anthropomorphic dog named Frank. Whispers of unease echoed through the streets, and some, among them, filled with fear and ignorance, demanded that Frank be executed for his peculiar nature. The voices of intolerance sought to drown out reason and compassion. Yet, amidst this turmoil, Jesus, the compassionate advocate of peace and love, stepped forward to defend his loyal companion. Though he had not walked the halls of Harvard or obtained a formal law degree, his wisdom and righteous spirit emboldened him to serve as Frank's defender. The townsfolk gathered in the great hall of justice, their faces contorted with judgment and their voices filled with disdain. Jesus, dressed in humble attire, approached the stand, his countenance radiating with a divine presence. The atmosphere grew tense as the proceedings began. Jesus raised his voice, his words flowing forth like a gentle stream of wisdom. "Honorable court, I stand before you, not as a learned scholar of the law, but as a humble servant of justice. I beseech you to look beyond the outer form of my faithful companion Frank, and see the purity of his heart and the love he has shown to all." The crowd murmured, their skepticism lingering, but Jesus pressed on, his eloquence commanding their attention. In a world filled with darkness and prejudice, let us not succumb to the ignorance that blinds our eyes. For it is in the very nature of Frank, with his anthropomorphic existence, that we are reminded of the boundless diversity of creation. As Jesus spoke, his words resonated in the depths of their souls. The hearts of the people softened, and glimpses of understanding began to illuminate their faces. They saw the bond between Jesus and Frank, a love unbroken by societal expectations, and they began to question their own prejudices. Moved by compassion, Jesus called forth witnesses who had witnessed the unwavering loyalty and kindness of Frank. Testimonies flowed like a symphony of truth, painting a vivid portrait of a dog who had touched lives, brought joy, and never harmed a soul. The courtroom, once filled with animosity, transformed into a space of contemplation and reflection. The judge, his hardened expression in giving way to compassion, pronounced the verdict. In the presence of such devotion and love, we cannot deny the essence of Frank's being. He shall be set free, for it is not for us to pass judgment on a heart so pure. The people, witnessing the power of compassion and the strength of an unbreakable bond, marveled at the grace and wisdom of Jesus. The story of Frank and Jesus, their unfaltering love and the pursuit of justice, spread like wildfire through the city of Jerusalem. Hearts were touched, minds were opened, and the walls of prejudice began to crumble. In the wake of this beautiful outcome, the people of Jerusalem learned a profound lesson, that love knows no bounds, that acceptance transcends superficial differences, and that compassion has the power to reshape hearts and change lives. And so, the tale of Jesus, the unassuming lawyer, and his anthropomorphic companion Frank became an enduring testament to the transformative power of love and the triumph of understanding over prejudice.